Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy.
What is up, everybody? This is your boy Andy Matrix. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. But today I am going to talk about the Matrix Resurrection movie, the fourth Matrix movie that we really didn't need. Man, oh man, Jesus Christ, I am so pissed off. Seriously, I am so pissed off at this movie. Like, this movie, man, where do I start? Like, where the hell do I start? Look, there's a reason why I decided to name myself in this channel, this YouTube channel, Andy Matrix. Okay, last name Matrix. The Matrix is my favorite movie of all times, of the 2000s. Like, it's The Matrix and James Cameron's Avatar that really became my favorite movies of all time, right? And I would watch that movie again and again and again and again and again, and I never got tired. Till this day, I never got tired watching the original three movies. Of course, the first movie is the best, and then the second movie, Reloaded, is up there. And look, and the sequels are bad. The second and third movie are not bad, but they're still good. They're still good movies that are part of the Matrix universe, right? The Matrix Resurrection is pure, total shit. I mean, I had to watch this movie because I'm a Matrix, junkie. But this movie is so bad. Like, what were the Wachowskis thinking? It's like they made this movie for a cash grab. Like, hey, we haven't made a Matrix movie in a long time. We gotta do something. And all right, so let's go over the points. So the first point number one of this movie that's really bad is, like, the first 30 minutes of the movie is boring. I mean, yeah, like I understand you gotta do the whole introduction, but it doesn't have to be boring. And it's like from the very freaking beginning, it's like they use nostalgia to remind you, oh look, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Hey, do you remember this? Like, dude, enough with the nostalgia. Like, give me a new movie, something I haven't seen before. That's point number one. Point number two is it's all nostalgia. Nostalgia. It just keeps reminding you to go and watch the first movie, right? It just keeps reminding you to go and watch the first movie because it was so much better. And this movie is piggybacking off of the original because everybody loves the original. And it's like, what, they couldn't come up with any new ideas. They couldn't come up with a new story that they say, oh, I guess we'll just, it feels like a fan fiction. Like, hey, what would happen if Neo did this, or if it ended up like this? And they just keep showing flashbacks and reminding you of the original, what happened in the original movie. And they show scenes of the original so much. This movie is like it cannot stand by itself. Point number three, the movie made bad decisions. First of all, why didn't they get Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith? I did not like that actor. That actor that was playing Agent Smith in this one, he looked like, I don't know, he's supposed to be like a show host. Like, he's supposed to be like hosting like a TV show or something. He does not look like the badass Agent Smith, Lawrence Fishburne, why couldn't he come back as Morpheus? I'm pretty sure that Lawrence Fishburne wanted to play Morpheus again. They said that the whole cast from before were gonna come back to this movie, but I guess that wasn't the case. And Morpheus came back, but in a very strange way. He was like, it's like his consciousness was brought back, but I don't know. It was like, I like the cyberpunk, but it was just like, it sucked. Point number four, the action was not great. You want action in a movie, go watch the original. Go watch Matrix Reloaded, where there's guns, lots of guns, right? This movie, the action was, I don't know. The martial arts scenes were just not as good, not well choreographed. It looks like they were just trying to like replay the battle with Agent Smith and Neo in the train again. Like, they were just trying to redo it, but yeah, again, it just keeps reminding you of the original. And then that scene with Neo and Trinity on that motorcycle, like, I don't know, it didn't feel like a Matrix movie. Point number 5, Keanu Reeves just seems like he's not into it. Like, he has the same fucking facial expression throughout the whole movie. And some of you are gonna say, well, you know, that's Keanu Reeves. That's just, he has the same face expression in all movies. But here, I mean, it just seems like he just wasn't into it. Like, it was just, I don't know, man. It's, Keanu Reeves just seemed like he wasn't up for it. Point number 6, the movie made everything so obvious. Keanu Reeves' character, basically Neo, this Neo, you know, in the original, Neo was a computer programmer, but in this one, he was an award-winning game designer, and the video game that he designed was called The Matrix. What? Like, you're making it so freaking obvious. So what was good about the movie? Okay, so the ending with Trinity, you know, when Neo and Trinity are flying, when both of them are flying, I thought the ending was pretty good. I like how Trinity was kicking the architect's ass at the end. I like that. You know, some people might be complaining about that, like, oh, how come she was the one that was flying? And it's like, well, you guys are kind of forgetting that when Neo saved Trinity in the second movie, he did transfer some of his powers into her, right? Maybe she didn't know it, and also Neo didn't seem to like function without his other half, right? So I definitely understood why they did that, and I was okay with that. Another thing that was great about the movie was Cyberpunk. Zion is now Eon, and it was very beautiful. I like what they did with Zion, with the new Zion. And this is where the movie looks different from the others, right? This is what separates this movie from the others. But other than that, it's like, you know, this movie is not original. Overall, this movie was bad, and you're better off just going watching the original, okay? One last thing that I wanted to say is that something that really pissed me off is that the Wachowski brothers, the Wachowski sisters, is that they said that the Matrix was a metaphor for transgenderism, which I think is bullshit, because all of that philosophy, all of that wonder, that amazing story of the original, and all of that beauty of the original Matrix in a movie that makes you think, that makes you wonder, and now they're saying that it's a trans metaphor, like a metaphor for transgenderism. I'm not buying that. This philosophical movie, this science fiction movie, this is not a metaphor for transgenderism. I think the Wachowski sisters, they're just saying that for publicity. They're just saying that for publicity to fit in with everybody else, because hey, transgenderism is a trend nowadays. So they kind of have to fit in with the times. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to change my last name to Matrix. I'm still Andy Matrix. And much like the Disney Star Wars, I'm not going to count it. You know, there's only 6 Star Wars movies. The original 3 and the prequels. And Disney Star Wars is just ass, okay? It's just crap. I'm not even going to count it. Same thing with this movie. The original Matrix trilogy. The original Matrix trilogy is The Matrix. This movie is like fan fiction or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this movie. And I mean, if you don't want to watch it, don't do it. You know, don't watch it. You're not missing out on anything. You know, they're basically recapping the original first movie. So if you don't want to watch The Matrix Resurrection, you're not missing shit. And this is coming from a die-hard Matrix fan. I mean, I grew up with The Matrix. It was my favorite movie and all. But now, I don't care about this one. You know, I understand what people were saying, that The Matrix 4 Resurrection basically got the Last Jedi treatment, and it shows. This is Andy Matrix, the original Matrix. Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment below on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Andy Matrix. Godspeed.